A punishing $40 late fee for a single movie sparked a radical idea that is now fueling a $72 billion takeover of Hollywood. But Netflix was never guaranteed to survive. For years, it was just a quirky DVD mail service, quietly operating while traditional video empires laughed at them. So how did a simple delivery company actually conquer the entertainment world? The answer involves a massive gamble that almost destroyed their own business entirely. To understand the sheer scale of this shift, we have to look at the exact moment the founders realized the old way of renting was deeply broken. Back in the 90s, renting a movie meant driving to a physical store. The entire business model relied heavily on punishing you with fees if you returned it late. That $40 penalty Reed Hastings paid for the movie Apollo 13 wasn't just annoying. It was the spark for a completely different way to handle money. He and Mark Randolph realized that DVDs, a brand new, lightweight digital disc at the time, could easily be shipped in the mail for just a few cents. By 1999, Netflix introduced a flat monthly subscription. For about $20 a month, you could rent as many DVDs as you wanted, with absolutely zero late fees. Think of it like swapping an expensive restaurant menu for an all-you-can-eat buffet. As long as you kept paying the monthly entrance fee, the plates kept coming. Customers loved it. Within a year, they had roughly 250,000 subscribers. Their red envelopes became an iconic piece of American mail. They were growing so fast that Amazon actually tried to buy them early on for around $15 million. The founders firmly said no. Instead, they went public in 2002. Selling shares to the public gave them the massive pile of cash they needed to expand nationwide and crush the slow-moving video store chains. But surviving the video store wars wasn't actually their biggest test. That came in 2007, when Netflix decided to actively sabotage its own golden goose. By then, they had around 6 million paying DVD subscribers. The math worked perfectly. But they saw that internet speeds were slowly ticking upward globally. So they launched an online video streaming service. Initially, they gave it away for free to their DVD customers, essentially undercutting their own core business model. Wall Street hated it. The stock immediately dropped about 6%. Investors thought trying to stream video over 2007 internet connections was a costly delusion. But Netflix understood something fundamental. Physical DVDs had a hard ceiling on convenience. Digital streaming was infinite. Once the internet caught up, physical mail was doomed. This shift changed them from a shipping logistics company into a pure technology platform. Their computer servers, not their postage meters, became their most valuable asset. But running a streaming service uncovered a massive new problem. To get people to watch, you have to license movies from the major Hollywood studios. Licensing content is exactly like renting an apartment. You pay a small fortune every single year, but at the end of the day, you own absolutely nothing. When the studios realized how much money Netflix was making, they started pulling their shows back to put on their own apps. Suddenly, Netflix's entire product was quietly evaporating in front of them. So in 2012 and 2013, Netflix made its second massive bet. If the studios wouldn't rent them content, they would just build their own skyscraper instead. They launched massive original shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. They didn't just distribute entertainment anymore. They were now manufacturing it. Owning the factory, instead of just renting the product, was brilliant. When you own a show forever, every new subscriber you add around the world makes that initial cost a little bit cheaper per person. And because they were a tech platform first, they tracked exactly what millions of users watched, paused, or skipped. Their data told them exactly what shows to greenlight. This fueled a golden era. By 2017, they hit 100 million global subscribers. 4 years later, they doubled it to 200 million. But manufacturing premium TV isn't cheap. In 2022 alone, Netflix spent nearly $17 billion just making and licensing content. The upfront cash required to build that library is genuinely staggering. To feed a $17 billion machine, you need constant subscriber growth. But what happens when you eventually run out of new people on Earth to sell to? We found out in early 2022. For the first time in a decade, Netflix actually lost subscribers. First 200,000, then nearly 1 million more. The market panicked. Competitors like Disney and Amazon were flooding the space, driving up the cost of every script and actor while fighting for the exact same eyeballs. Netflix was also fighting geopolitical battles. Pulling out of Russia over the Ukraine invasion cost them roughly 1 million accounts instantly, wiping out a huge growth market. And European lawmakers were enforcing strict quotas, forcing Netflix to ensure 30% of its library was made locally in Europe, driving production costs even higher. With the walls closing in, leadership had to pivot hard. They broke 2 of their oldest, most stubborn rules to pull new revenue from thin air. First, they launched a cheaper subscription tier, subsidized by television-style commercials, something they swore they'd never do. It quickly captured millions of price-sensitive viewers. Second, they finally cracked down on password sharing. For years, letting your ex use your account was basically a free marketing tool. Now it was treated like a leaky bucket. By forcing those free riders to pay up, the math worked again. By late 2023, that crackdown alone had added over 22 million paying subscribers. But tapping unpaid users is a one-time trick. You can only ban password sharing once. So Netflix had to find entirely new formats to keep people watching. They expanded into live sports, broadcasting major boxing matches and securing NFL rights. In late 2023, one single live event drew over 65 million concurrent viewers. They pushed into video games and podcasts, transforming their app from a simple movie player into a daily entertainment ecosystem. They need you addicted to their interface. And by late 2025, they announced the ultimate flex, a staggering $72 billion deal to acquire the film and television assets of Warner Brothers. This would give them the HBO library and cement them as the most powerful distributor on Earth. But it also brings enormous debt and risk. As they raise prices, pushing the standard plan to roughly $18 a month, the switching costs for viewers remain incredibly low. You can still cancel with just 2 clicks. If Netflix doesn't release a viral hit every few weeks, consumers will happily turn off their subscription and jump to Disney or Amazon without a second thought. So are they a technology company or a media studio? The truth is, they started as pure tech, but they bought their way into being media. Tech companies scale infinitely with almost zero extra cost. But media companies have to bleed cash up front just to keep the audience entertained for 1 more month. Netflix solved the video store problem by changing how the product was delivered. Then they solved the licensing problem by changing who actually made the product. Their final test is whether they can grow large enough to absorb all of Hollywood before their competitors figure out how to run a decent streaming app. They didn't just disrupt an industry. They inherited all of its oldest, most expensive problems. And they're betting billions they can outrun them. Because in business, the biggest risk isn't cannibalizing your own product. It's refusing to change when the world already has. Keep your own options open, and I'll talk to you soon.